We're moving quick on time. We gotta have both of these Ferraris ready for SEMA. We got a deal, man. That's f***ing way cool.
It's gonna be one of one, man. They've never been done before.
We might just build ourselves a TESTA.
Where's the lightning bolt going?
Where's Wiener is? Been like So we're here at Sky Harbor Airport in Phoenix, Arizona, one of my favorite areas of the world. I met a guy at Barrett Jackson. He owns a place here called Legacy EV. Because of my love and admiration and total respect for Ferrari, I got to thinking, well, I have all these Ferraris laying around, and wouldn't it be cool to make one electric? I mean, why not? I've got 5 of them, and Legacy EV here is the guys to do it. Then on top of that, Cy over at Creative Bespoke, got my 812 Superfast just a little while ago, and we're gonna go check out his shop. He just remodeled it and see how the work's going on that, because we're trying to get that finished up and ready for SEMA, which is gonna be a tall order. There he is. How's it going? Good to see you, man.
You too.
How's things?
Good.
So this is the home.
This is home base.
Man, I'm pretty stoked. I got a couple of good ideas for this project, and we were just shooting shit, drinking a couple of beers, a while back in Barrett. But I want to see how this really works, because I don't know anything about anything.
No, I'd love to show you around, show you what we've done, what we're doing.
Yeah, give me the nickel tour.
Yeah, cool.
Legacy EV, what's it all about?
This is where all the magic happens. So I guess to start, you need to know Legacy EV is a parts distributor.
Okay.
And an educator. So we put automotive technicians through training programs to become a certified EV technician, and then we work with about 60 different manufacturers to provide fully integrated power plants for pretty much any application. Boats, motorcycles, street sweepers, classic cars.
If you train people on just EV stuff, can they go work at one of the big ones, Tesla or Ford or whoever, and work on their stuff, or do they have to work on the kind of things that you distribute mostly?
Yeah, so our training is product agnostic. It's not based on any specific motor or battery, and we focus on the fundamentals of how an EV propulsion system works. So think about like a 350 crate motor, right?
Okay.
When we say crate, people are picturing bolting in a small block 350. Well, with an EV power plant, you have a motor, you have the fuel system, the battery, and the charging system. And so it's not, when people say, oh, this is the E-crate, they completely pull the rug out from under the entire power plant. So you don't have a gas tank anymore, you have a battery. You don't go fill up, you have a charger. So to try and refer to it as a bolt-in crate system, there's more going on there. So
I get it.
This is the warehouse side where we keep all the parts that are in our warehouse ready to ship out. Oh, and this.
That's rad. We built one very similar to this, except opposite colors for Kane's chicken fingers.
Oh yeah.
We're red with white interior.
Nice.
Now you're going to tell me this is electric.
It's fully electric.
Get out.
Yeah.
What?
So this is 400 horsepower, 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, and a 55 kilowatt-hour battery pack. So get about 125 miles on it. There's 3 motors that are about 8 inches in diameter, and they're in tandem, basically in the trans tunnel.
Okay.
So you've got 1 battery pack right here, 3 motors to a gear reduction box, to a drive line to the rear end. Single speed.
So it is just single. You don't have like highway gears, or it doesn't switch through. Just.
Yeah, we are working on a system that is a 2-speed transmission that a manufacturer.
What would be the purpose that we need that?
To get to the perfect efficiency range of the motor at both highway or. So like one thing that's different about EVs is you get better mileage in town than you do on the freeway, where we're used to at cruising speed on the freeway, that's your highest gas mileage.
So you're not using as much battery when you're stopping and going.
Correct, because your stop is regeneration. You take your foot off the throttle, the gas pedal, and your motor slows the car down and is charging the battery, like single pedal driving.
I get it.
Yeah. So
That's pretty cool. That's a lot of work in this, man. That paint's nice too. You're still able to work the top from it and the windows and
Yep.
AC.
Windows, top. This one doesn't have AC, but yeah, we could add AC to it.
I'm sure it's hella work what you did, and the quality of the interior and the paint is badass.
Yeah,
Wheels are super cool.
Ogden Chrome did all the chrome. The wheels, Evad did a custom one-off wheel.
No, those are rad. They look like the hubcap but oversized.
Part of, you're asking about the top and whatnot. Anything on an EV that was part of the existing 12-volt system basically stays intact the way it was.
Yeah.
Just instead of having a battery attached to an alternator,
It just runs
you've
off the
got
battery.
a battery, yeah, that's through a DC to DC converter. So, and then it charges right here.
Right where the gas would go.
Yeah.
That's a nice build, man. I mean, it really is. I just wouldn't know how to put a number on it.
I know. Just throw it on a block and see what happens.
You got to be prepared, though, man. Especially out here at Barrett. Man, what you get is what you get.
Well, that's
And
how we put Legacy on the map originally. When I started the company, me and a buddy bought a 68 C10 and a convertible Volkswagen Beetle, figured out how to convert them to electric and sold them at Barrett and said, we can help you do it if you want to do it too.
I can't imagine why this car wouldn't do well. I just don't know what that well is.
Yeah.
This is so crazy.
I think it's funny that you can actually hear the bearings in the center caps on the wheels. That's how quiet everything is.
It really is. So it's all stock suspension with some air ride.
Yeah.
Stock brakes
Stock brakes.
with vacuum
booster.
assist
Yeah.
on an electric booster and then electric power steering.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. I'm surprised nobody's just rolled up on you and tried to buy it.
I've had people follow me. I live in a gated community with a security guard, and I've had people chase me into the neighborhood to ask to buy it. But we weren't at a spot where I was ready to sell it. We just got it built. Even now, it's like we could take it to more shows. We haven't done that much with it.
It's like floating on air.
Yeah.
It's freaking rad. Now you took a land yacht and made it feel like an airplane.
Well, I love the fact that it shows you could make one of these EV without tearing out the back seat and filling the trunk up with batteries, right? Like the trunk's empty, throw your golf clubs in there, head to the golf course.
It's freaking badass. It's really cool.
I didn't turn them on for you today, but it does have heated seats.
Well, we don't need those today. I think we're all right.
Yeah. Once a month, we bring 20 people in here and put them through a 1-week EV certified technician program. So it's kind of like drinking from a fire hose. You get a lot of information in 1 week. So there'll be lectures that happen here, and then they go in the shop and get hands-on experience in a lab.
I need to send my guys in.
Yeah.
In your next class, I need to send at least 2 of my guys if we're going to do this project.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be the hookup because we've got no experience messing with this stuff.
Oh, well, we got a class in like 2 weeks. How quick can you
Smile at me, I'll make them drive out here right now if you tell them to.
Okay.
Or fly, I guess. I've got some crazy, stupid ideas in my head for this Ferrari, so let's go find a table and get out of these people's way.
That's good.
Maybe, I don't know, I'm following you. I'm acting like I know where I'm going, but I don't. Alright, so I got like a Ferrari Testarossa, regular old Testarossa. It doesn't matter which one of mine I use because they're all going to need a little bit of work. Some have real bullet holes, some have fake bullet holes. But I was staring at it yesterday before we left to come out here. My big thing is, can I use the same half shafts? Brakes, how do I make all that work?
Yeah, yeah.
As far as main converting, I want to go single seat center steer.
Yeah.
I would like to have the seats on the sides like on a McLaren, but it's up to if we have enough room.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it needs as far as battery space or even motor space. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
put a couple things together, I could go grab Rory and have him show you a couple things that we're already thinking.
Absolutely.
I feel like there's 2 concepts, 2 ways to make it work. If you want, I'll go grab him and grab some paper. So
Yeah,
we have.
grab some drawings or some white paper too, so I can do some kitty scratch. All right, we got a deal, man. I'm gonna start tearing the Testarossa apart, make sure I don't have any problems with the frame or any of that kind of stuff. And I called Kenny and Josh when you weren't looking, so they're coming to your class, you said 2 weeks?
Yeah, tell them to get on their 10 speeds with their backpacks. And
They will
keep
be
moving.
here. So we got the hookup and the idea for our Ferrari Testarossa electric build. We're gonna call that the TESTA. And now we're over at Creative Bespoke. Gonna check out what's going on with my 812 Superfast. We're moving quick on time. We gotta have both of these Ferraris ready for SEMA. Creative, I picked them out to do the body kit because they're the best in the business. These body kits can be finicky. We got everything else fixed there at Gas Monkey. And now we're gonna get it jamming. But right now, I just wanna see it.
A long time. Hey, boy, man, good to see you. When did you get here today?
Yeah, just today we had to film with him. We're doing a joint venture on a. We're doing
That's right. On the EV,
Ferrari
we were gonna do.
Testarossa.
Yeah, but this is gonna be pretty dope.
Hell yeah, it is.
The Testarossa. How many of them did you get? You said you got 3 or 4 or 5 of them or something?
5. I want to build the other ones differently. One of them's going to be, and the other 3 are going to be, and.
Oh wow. Oh, you're doing a bunch of it yourself, huh?
We're doing most of it. He's printed together kind of on paper and on his desk, and then here, do it.
Awesome. Well, let's go.
Show me what's going on here at Creative Bespoke.
Dang, dude, just tear it apart. Yeah, it's already. It's not an easy build, man. He scans them, but nothing really fits. It's not like a Novatech, you know, that they engineer it. So he just scans everything, designs it, and just hopes they fit.
This is the new front end.
This is a new front end, yeah. It's gonna be sick, man. It's just like the Edition, so very similar to the Edition. So this is another Ducana. You kind of see how much work it is, but we measure everything on all the gaps. They've been working on this car for 2 months. Tomorrow is gonna go to my top to be taken off and go to paint.
This is wide body.
This is wide body, yeah. Factory fenders underneath, so we just skinned the other one. So we might use your factory fender to get it to, because that doesn't really have any mounting points.
I got it.
So we molded into the factory, so now it's solid.
We want it to be like that.
Yeah.
For sure. So are we still on for being bright white and then just having all the carbon fiber exposed?
We can change the color if you want to change the color. Okay, it's up to you.
I don't
if you
think
want to
so.
keep it white,
I think so.
I think it's gonna pop. So yes, we're gonna leave all. I mean, obviously we're not gonna leave the fender carbon because it'll look funny. So that'll be painted, but all the underneath, all the side skirts, wing, rear diffuser, all that stuff will say visual carbon. Okay.
What about the hood? Has it got some little inserts right there or something?
Yeah. We make custom.
Vanilla hood?
Yeah.
Vanilla hood?
Yeah.
What do you think the wheels are going to look like?
I'm gonna probably do something brand new that hasn't been done, but these are for the FA.
I like something along this line.
This line, okay. Yeah, we can get.
But I'm
something.
going to trust you on that. You just
Yeah.
go
I'll
as
get
crazy
it.
as you want.
got it.
That's fucking way cool.
Yeah, these parts will just come back with you with your wheels.
All right, man. You're killing it. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. We're excited to get this deal done. It's gonna be one of one, man. It's never been done before, so.
And you know that is really trick. I like the kit. I like the way everything's going to go, and you know why it's here? Because it's you guys do the best work there is.
Appreciate it, man.
Hell
Thank you so
yeah!
much.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna have some fun. We've had a little bit of fun already, but I think we're just getting started.
This is one of the beauties of the electric vehicles, is you can monitor every aspect of the truck when you're driving.
I'm curious to compare their readings to ours first thing this morning
Yeah.
with the voltage. You know, it hasn't been on the charger all day, so you've been driving it back and forth. I'm curious to see what the different, like the recharge and everything is going to be compared to this morning.
Well, I'm
Cooler.
thinking it's going to be the same
Yeah.
because that's going to be an RPM based thing.
Yeah.
And the truck's moving the same speed whether it's fully charged or not. But I'm also thinking output performance is probably going to be similar because we haven't dropped the battery pack low enough
It ain't gone down enough.
Yeah, it hasn't gone down enough that
That's
it'll
what I was
compromise
wondering.
performance. Now, if you're running a Tesla, you're going to race a Tesla that has 80% charge and an exact same car that has 30% charge, the 80% is going to be faster.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, all right, let's jump in. So it's as simple as you flip a switch and we're in drive, and right now, normally you'd hear the cackle of that rowdy cam, but
Yeah. Especially in this old truck.
and so that's the thing that's really, I drive an old truck also that's an EV conversion, and people look at it and they automatically, they expect to hear noise.
Yeah, no, 100%. But just accelerating in this old truck on big ass tires.
And now we're rolling on a 35-inch tire, so that kind of cuts down on the acceleration a little bit.
Yeah, I can understand that. All right, so we're going for the ride in the E100. It is a dual Hyper 9 setup, and that's about as far as my learning has got me so far. So what we're gonna do is let Snow tell us more about this truck real quick, man.
All right, what do you want to know about it?
I mean, what kind of power are we talking?
It's a dual Hyper 9 setup, so you're probably looking at about 260, 280 horse, right? And that's good for, I'd say, probably about 650, 700 pound-feet of torque.
And if y'all can't tell, we're moving right now. You just can't hear it. Yeah.
The crazy thing is how quiet it is.
Imagine going and literally rock crawling and everything in this, like just driving like we're doing, and we can carry on a perfect conversation.
Yeah, with the windows down.
With the windows down.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of rattling from the, all the metal.
It's a 1965 Ford truck.
Yeah, the hood bouncing.
I have a 62 Impala, and I have no plans, no intention, no inclination to convert it to EV. But I'm sold on the EV stuff.
No, dude, coming into this, I was iffy. I didn't know, like, am I really gonna like this, or am I just doing this because we're gonna have to do it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure out ways to incorporate it into, my personal builds and stuff now, because it's just, man, it's so nice, and you turn heads.
Yes.
I've been in some fast cars, 6-figure cars, and you're gonna tell me this car is right at 6 figures and can walk them, stock.
Yeah.
And we was carrying on a conversation with the AC on, the radio on.
Yeah.
This stuff's crazy.
This is our 1930 Model A. For anybody who knows Jason Graham, he is one of my favorite car builders on the planet. He actually built this car, and I bought it a few years back. We named this thing Project E and just want to prototype different power plants in it. So right now we have this car set up with a Cascadia Motion IM225. It's got a 1.9 to 1 torque trends gear reduction box, core power modules for a battery. So it's sitting at about 86 kilowatt hour pack, 300 horsepower, and about 1,500 foot-pounds of torque. Used to have a 348 big block in it. I think that weighed like 700 to 800 pounds. Overall weight went up about 250 pounds, but weight distribution, it all moved over the rear end. We had a 3-to-1 gear reduction box in this, and it rips. Tires will break loose 40 miles an hour, doing cookies anytime you want. It's a lot of fun. We're still in design on that product, so we put a 1.9 to 1 back in it, and it just wants to hook up and go. Gearing wise, it doesn't want to cut loose. So you come over here, we spent time, we did everything. We chalked the front, soap on the ground, all the weight's over the rear end, so it just wants to go. We're gonna anchor that driveline to that truck. We have been working our butts off trying to get this thing to break the tires. We're not accepting failure. We are gonna make it happen right now.
holding my breath for the last like 10 seconds I was in there trying not to mess up JJ's computer. Kenny told me when I got out that I guess I inhaled enough smoke that when I started talking, the smoke was coming out of my mouth. Started still coughing, right?
Dude,
You said you wanted to burn them all the way down.
hey, I think we did what we were supposed to do.
Accomplished.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
You
I was
got out
sick.
of there with
That
smoke
was
coming out of your
awesome.
mouth. I can't wait till you come down to Dallas. See if you can bring something else out of it. Bring a toy,
Yeah.
so we can do a burnout
That
or
sounds
more
fun. I'm
in the
down.
yard, so we can compare the Testarossa to whatever you bring.
I don't
There you
think
go.
he meant compare. But there's a different word for that.
Compete?
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.